Ladies and gentlemen, what is going on? Welcome back to World of Tanks. I am back with yet another tank review episode because once again we are going to receive something new. DJ, play the music. Celebrate the red, white and blue with the brand new T26E5 Patriot heavy tank. Complete with an eagle on the turret and we the people on the gun. The Patriot actually brings modern style to the battlefield. Can you believe it, guys? When played properly, it can wear down targets from afar and can pull off some impressive flanks. But this is what Wargaming said. In today's episode, I tried to cover everything you need to know about this tank. We are going to find out if this tank is going to be worth the money you have to pay for it. As always, I tried to cover everything you need to know about this tank, how to play it, how not to play it, what is good about this tank, what is bad about this tank, weak spots, and so on. So we're going to receive yet another Tier 8 premium heavy tank. This time from U.S.A. with special camouflage. But guys, this time Wargaming did it right, because if you are not interested about that epical American camo, you are actually able to get standard T26E5 minus the patriotism, so standard T26E5 premium heavy tank without that special camouflage. In my previous tank review episode about AMX M449 Liberta, a lot of you guys hated that special camouflage, so seems like Wargaming actually listened us, and this time you have a chance to get standard premium vehicle without special camo. Anyways, enough chit chat, let's jump into the action. Before I'm going to show you my Ace Tanker gameplay with it, where I was able to get over 126,000 credits profit. Let's quickly go over some stats and let's see what this tank is actually made of. T26E5. I decided to compare this tank to some of the vehicles in the game, standard T32, T34, T26E4 Super Pershing, AMX M449 Liberta, because this is yet another new Tier 8 premium heavy tank. If you haven't seen the video about that, go check it out, it is on my channel. And just for the shish and kills, FCM50T as well. So firepower is actually, in my opinion, the best thing about this tank. Armor seems to be pretty decent, but sometimes your armor doesn't mean anything. In some battles, every tier freaking 7 can penetrate me. Sometimes tier 9s cannot penetrate me, so go figure. Right. So let's talk about the gun. Let's talk about the best thing about this tank. DPM 2086, which is actually even better than on FCM50T. Can you freaking believe it? DPM is really good, gun overall is really good. Average shell damage is 240, which is a little bit less than on T32 and T34, but exactly the same with T26E4 and FCM50T. AMX M449 gets 320 average damage. So standard shell penetration, average penetration is 230, which is really good. Once again, as you can see, one of the best. 230 in tier 8 is amazing. You can penetrate every single tier 9, you can penetrate every single tier 8 quite easily. Some tier 9s can cause problems sometimes, and some tier 8s as well, you know, RNG, but more often than not, you are able to penetrate every single tank you're going to face. So, thumbs up from me. 6.9 second reload time. This is the key thing over here, and with my equipment, with my consumables, and with my crew, my reload time is actually 5.7 seconds. This is freaking crazy. You are able to perma-track pretty much every single tank in the game. 5.7 seconds with my equipment loadout is quite crazy, but standard 6.9 second reload time is the best, as you can see. Moving on, gun depression, minus 10 degrees gun depression and 20 degrees gun elevation, which is pretty standard for U.S.A. Heavies and medium tanks, as you can see. Yes, U.S.A. is known for its really good counter-precision. Better than on FCM50T, same as on AMX M449 Liberty. Aiming time 2.21 seconds, once again thumbs up from me, really good. Same with FCM50T, T26E4 and T32, with standard T32. So at the moment, this tank is better than standard T32. The only thing the T32 is winning at is average damage. Lower penetration, lower rate of fire, reload time, and exactly the same gun handling, depression and elevation wise, exactly the same aiming time and worse accuracy. 0.36 accuracy on T26E5 is, well, nothing special really, but nothing too bad. I think I'm able to get it down to 0.33, which is actually quite okay with my equipment loadout once again, and with my crew members. And DPM 2086, just a big thumbs up from me. So hit points average 1500, as you can see, pretty much every single tank over here gets 1500. Hull armor 152mm thick in the front, 76 on the sides and 50 in the rear of the vehicle. Turret armor 190, 101 and 127mm thick. As you can see, T32's turret is a lot better, 10 times better actually. This turret feels kinda easily penetratable at the moment, at least, before that new ricochet system that comes with patch 9.17. People are able to penetrate my roof somehow, and whenever they're going to hit the edge of the roof, and you're actually able to penetrate that part as well. I have seen so many holes over here, and I have seen a lot of penetrations over here actually. So this is kind of weird, but I'm going to show you a 3D model as well, so you're able to see the armor values. Frontal hull armor 152mm thick is actually quite okay. It is not that easily penetratable. I have seen a lot of bounces, as you're going to see from the gameplay action, but overall, I don't know. Do not rely on your armor too much, is my little advice to you. But moving on, let's talk about mobility. Weight 46.4 tons. Yes, this tank is the lightest tank over here at the moment, because it is quite small. It is a heavy tank, but with a size of a medium tank. So size, I like the size, medium tank size, heavy tank armor. What's not to like? Engine power 704, not the best power, but this is the lightest tank as well. And so mobility, this is actually quite okay. Top speed 40.2 kilometers per hour, reverse speed 15, and power to weight ratio, as you can see, 15.17 is really good once again. It takes the second place after FCM50T, but we know FCM50T is beast with that 1000 horsepower engine. FCM50T flies like crazy. Traverse speed 31.29, nothing really bad, really. And finally, view range 390 meters, which is kinda average, but with my equipment and with my consumables and crew members, I am able to get my view range up to 451 meters, which is kinda nice and sexy. Next up, let's talk about my equipment. I am using vertical stabilizers, improved ventilation class 3 and medium caliber tank and rammer, just to boost my TPM as much as I can. So with my crew, with my equipment, with my consumables, my TPM is 2528. Reload time 5.7 seconds, accuracy 0.33 and aim time 2.02 seconds. Crazy, isn't it? Now, I played with automatic fire extinguisher for about 15 battles. I didn't see any fires whatsoever, so I decided to go for case of cola, because on my main account I have so many stacked up case of colas. I believe I'm going to use them eventually, so I try to use this tank as I'm going to play it on my main account as well. So crew is pretty beast with brothers in arms, nothing special over there. And this is how this tank is going to be with maxed out stats. And if you would like to do some spotting, you can actually use optics as well instead of improved ventilation class 3. At the moment my view range is 451 with improved ventilation glass with a case of cola and commander perk that is going to give you extra view range that recon and radiomans as well, which is called situational awareness, I believe. But you can actually switch it out. So at the moment 451, let's go to the optics in, and after that you have 485 meters view range. And as you can see, your DPM is not going to drop that much. You're going to lose 0.1 second reload time, you are going to lose 0.04 second aiming time and 0.01 accuracy. So not too bad if you would like to do some spotting as well, but at the moment I would like to play this tank in as beast state as it can be. So guys, this is T26E5 Patriot on paper. Now let's jump into the action and let's see what this tank is capable of doing. So here we are. This was one really quick battle actually, and to be able to make 126,000 credits profit in about 5 minutes is not too bad, in my opinion at least. So I was able to see that enemy tank is going to push that flank pretty hard. As you can see, we have at least 6 tanks over here at the moment, together with tier 8 Porsche. I decided to put my first shot into the Porsche, sadly only tracked, no damage done, and this guy was lucky. Second shot into the Tiger 2's turret, because 230mm of penetration is good enough for Tiger 2's turret. I decided to go for Tiger 2's turret once again, but IS-3 actually blocked my shot. Luckily, he blocked my shot. T29 is going to be tracked, and seems like this guy doesn't have repair kit. So with my 5.7 second reload time, this guy is going to be perma-tracked forever, until he's going to be dead. And he's going to be dead with my next shot, unless I'm going to be super unlucky with my roll. My second bounce, I believe, from Porsche actually, so that is nice. I'm able to bounce Porsche as well. IS-3 bounced, and let's deal some damage to him. Seems like IS-3 doesn't know where to shoot me, because it is actually quite easy to penetrate T26E5 Patriot with IS-3. So I was able to drag the IS-3 and I got the assistance thanks to that. Over here I'm going to put few bad shots in a row. My first shot into the Tiger 2 was pretty bad. This shot was pretty bad. I was actually trying to hit lower plate, but I don't know why, but my aim was a little bit off for a few shots. And now enemy T34 is actually making a pretty huge mistake. He was pushing that IS-3 slowly, and thanks to that I was easily able to damage him and track him with one shot. I was able to put yet another shot into the T34 Tiger 2. He's trying to get piece of me, meanwhile bouncing IS and bouncing Tiger 2 as well. He only did track damage to me. Quite poor shot into the IS. This IS is actually playing pretty good. He's wiggling like crazy. About one shot through the gun mantle. Easy, 230 penetration is good enough for that. And he decided to switch the targets, seems like it. After bouncing, I don't know, 3 or 4 shots off from me, he decided to shoot our IS-3. IS is dead, and thanks to my epic rate of fire, I was able to nail Tiger 2 as well. Let's push forward. We are winning 9-3 already. We can see some enemies in the middle of the map. They have few tier 8s still alive. Type 59 FCM50T, who is tracked. Beautiful. And boom, let's make it count. 288 damage done. Pretty sexy high roll. And I was actually able to take the kill as well. Enemy Type 59 goes down. KV85, really good shot, really lucky shot, I have to be honest with you. So D44 100, full HP D44 100 actually, and I am able to see him. So let's get on the higher ground, so I am still going to be able to shoot at him. I'm actually trying to track him, but he was wiggling too much for that. And the only tank left is JP2, yeah, Panther 2, who goes down. Over 4,000 damage done, ace tanker, all the sexy things over here, and 126,000 credit profit. Just look the ammunition cost. This is crazy how low the ammunition cost is on this vehicle. And this is why I think this tank is going to be, I don't know, 5 times better or 4 times better credit machine than T34, for example. Because it is a lot easier to get damage done with T26E5 Patriot, in my opinion, or standard T26E5 than on D34, just because of that epic rate of fire. You bump out your shots like no tomorrow. 5.7 second reload time. What the hell, guys? I don't know. This is pretty crazy. And I enjoyed it a lot. But anyways, guys, this was T26E5 Neo Tier 8 Premium Heavy Tank from USA. The main question is, did we need yet another Tier 8 Premium Tank? I don't know. Did we need yet another Tier 8 USA Premium Tank? In my opinion, we didn't. What we need is, we need T34's mobility buff. T34 is way too slow to be playable, in my opinion, at the moment. Yes, gun is pretty okay, turret armor is pretty okay, but mobility is what is killing T34 for me especially. But what can I say about T26E5? Is it going to be worth the money? It is quite a beast credit cow. So yes, if this is going to be your only Tier 8 Premium Heavy Tank from USA or for USA, then yes, most definitely this is going to be worth the money. But I have to say one thing. I really do not like where Wargaming is going with those newly released Premium tanks. They are as good or better than standard tanks in those tiers. They are already making more credits, more experience, repair cost is super low. They are already better thanks to that. And now they're going to be better with stats as well. They're going to be better on the battlefield. I don't know, man. I don't know. Anyways, T26E5 or T26E5 Patriot. My 2 cents about that vehicle. It is going to be beast credit cow. I kinda liked it. Not huge fan actually. But yeah, for credits, for crew training, pretty good option, in my opinion. I hope you enjoyed. I hope this video was informative. Take care. I get you next time, and bye, Reno.